All right, y'all. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Make sure y'all hit that like button and sub to the channel if you're not a member, and hit those notifications too to get all of my content and all of my videos. Salute to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing communities, and salute to all the people that rock with me. Day ones, and as well as my new subs too coming aboard. I appreciate y'all that have subbed on with the channel and everything. Brown Sugar, I see you in the building, beautiful. Ted, what's up, man? Y'all get the likes up, man. Get the likes up and make sure you share this video. Get the likes up and share the video, man. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video. You said you got your blunt and your coffee. Right, yeah, well, man, listen, we definitely going to talk about this because this is a situation that I've been kind of voicing my opinion about, and other guys in the community probably feel the same way that I do. But we got to share this video, man. Listen, y'all, please. I want to make this abundantly clear, okay? And this is not even playing around, okay? Please share the video on all major platforms. They haven't been getting my notifications out. uh, YouTube, for whatever reason, is doing what they can to swelter me. Uh, and the only way that we're gonna get this out and we want the community to grow is by sharing. Now, other subs have come on the board, but I need y'all to share it. Also, hit the like too. Okay, it's very important. I know a lot of people they sit back in the bushes and everything and don't want to hit the like. Come on, man, hit the like. Even if you don't like me, hit the like. All right. Yeah, I know, Ted. I know, and I don't want y'all to think. Listen, man. There's a couple times when people have came in here and there hasn't been a wrench. Alex, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Warriors game in a minute, man. That was a real good game. But be sure that when you come in here, hit the like button. I must specify that again. Hit the like button and share the video, man. For real. That's the only way I'm gonna get this out. If y'all don't want me to grow, then just go ahead and not do it. I see, when I go to other platforms and stuff, and especially within the LDBC, one thing that I'm gonna always do, I'm gonna hit the like button for them, and I'm gonna do my part in sharing the video. Okay, so yeah, and I know Alex, I know they messing with us, but I got something for that. Now, let's go ahead and get right to it. I know Ted want to get to the bullshit. So does Alex. So does Brown Sugar, and hopefully Cypress will be here in a minute to talk about this. So, according to reports by Sham Sharania, Coach Willie Green of the New Orleans Pelicans has been fired, and this is after 4 full seasons and 12 games in. Okay, uh, the Pelicans, as you know, uh, has had a difficult season, which I'll talk about in just a minute. They're dead last in the Western Conference at 2-10. Okay, uh, but there's a flip side to this coin. First off, it's not Willie Green's fault that the organization is bringing in players that can't stay healthy. Okay, first off, let's start with the obvious. Okay, you got what's up, Octavius in the building. Texas always represent. Be sure to hit that like and share, man. Hit the like button for your boy and share. Now, in case you're just coming in, Willie Green has been fired by the New Orleans Pelicans. First off, it's not Willie Green's fault that um, he came into a situation where you have a guy in Zion Williamson who, let's just call it what it is, has had terrible work habits, can't stay healthy, has uh, on the court and off the court habits in which he acts like a straight diva. Okay, he's all world when he plays and when he's healthy, but that's if and only when he's healthy. Right now, we know the situation that's going on with him. He day to day. One day he's in, one day he's out. He's hurt again. Then he'll come out there dunking on people. It will be like, okay, Zion has arrived. You can't you can't work with that as a coach. Okay? You can only take so much. Hit that like button, please. Then also, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in just a second, Octavius. Also, you bring in DeJounte Murray. I love DeJounte Murray, man, as a player. Like him as a player and everything. Okay? I love DeJounte Murray as a player. But let's just call it what it is. DeJounte Murray has not been healthy. Okay? He has been hurt. DeJounte Murray is one of the better two-way players. I'm gonna let Cypress cook on this in just a second. DeJounte Murray is one of the better two-way players when healthy in the league, but he hasn't been healthy all season. I mean, he's still out. Then on top of that, you got all this stuff that's going on within the organization, personnel that Willie Green can't work with and stuff. And let this sink in. They just made the playoffs and they had a good run up until when Zion got hurt. You understand what I mean? They made the playoffs last year. They had a good run. So he was actually going. That's not fair to Willie Green. Willie Green should not have been fired. But you want to stick with other guys up here, give them numerous of chances. What about Billy Donovan? What about Billy Donovan? What about Chauncey Billups? Okay, you just now, because of the whole gambling situation, you just now getting rid of him. Right? But the thing about it is, I'm trying to figure out how you gave Chauncey an extension after what, 4 losing seasons? But you fired this guy for making the playoff over situations that he can't control. If I have a superstar that can't stay healthy, that is inconsistent with his health and nutrition, that's got off the court issues, can't manage his weight, that is not the coach's fault. That's not his fault. So I feel like the Pelicans organization should be ashamed of themselves. I never was a fan of Gilbert. I don't like him. I didn't even like him since the days of Cleveland, even when he was over there with LeBron James. And like I said, many of you may not like LeBron James, but one thing that I did not like, I didn't like what the organization was doing up in Cleveland. I really don't like what they're doing with the New Orleans Pelicans. You should have gave this guy. First off, this is what you should do. Zion is the problem. He's the big problem. Look, I know Zion can ball. He reminds me of LJ in his prime, a left-handed LJ. Okay, DeJounte Murray. You know what I'm saying? He's good when he's on the court, but he's not on the court. Then you got I think who is it? What Jordan? If I'm not Jordan Poole, if I'm not mistaken, he's there. You know, you got guys there, man. That unfortunately, they was in a messed up situation. This is not Willie Green's fault. Now you have to start over with a whole nother philosophy, with a whole nother coach. These guys have grown to know this guy. It's not Willie Green's fault. I'm gonna let the brother Cypress TV cook on this. Cypress TV, you know who he is, man. It goes down over there. I think we got Cypress Saturday night coming over there, man. If you're trying to get into everything, a big old pot of gumbo conversation, Cypress
What up?
TV.
What up? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all
Yeah,
hear me?
we can hear you. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. I think I think Willie Green to get put in a better situation. because they was already highly invested in Zion, so they weren't gonna get rid of him. You know, I think he'd get put in a better situation, man. I can think of a number of coaches who should have been fired, like you said. Chauncey Billups should have been gone a long time ago, and now we see why. Billy Donovan should have been gone a long time ago. To me, he's nothing but a college coach. I think Willie Green to get put in a better situation. I think he gonna get put in like a assistant situation, but I think it'll be better because it was either gonna be him or Zion, and by them being highly invested in Zion, Willie Green had to go.
Well, I'm gonna let you know something like this. They invested in bullshit. You know what I'm saying, Cypress man? Listen, man, if I got somebody who can't stay healthy,
Hmm.
you and we talked about this yesterday. Oh yeah, we going good. Oh yeah, man, hey, we drafted you, you know what I'm saying? You coming in, you sparking the organization, stuff like that. Then next thing you know, you turn around 20 games in, you're hurt again. Oh, okay, you gonna come back, right? You gonna come back, right? Oh yeah, yeah, I'll be back. You come back for another week or two, then guess what? Then you out for the season. That's not Willie Green's fault, man. You know what I'm saying, Cypress? That's not his fault.
I get where you going, but here's the thing: they invested in Zion to be their high, their franchise guy, which he is not. I agree, he is not, and sometimes the coaches gotta take the fall for it.
Listen, man. I put you like this, man. Like I said, man. I never was a fan of Gilbert because that's who's running the shit, right? I'm just correct me if I'm wrong. What two things that I got to make sure I'm correct on, Cyber? Dan Gilbert, he's there, and Jordan Poole is playing for that squad, right?
Mm. Dan Gilbert on the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah. Remember, he came from Cleveland. Unless he don't move, just correct fact check me, chat. Fact check me. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm just making sure I got all my ducks in a row.
I know he the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. I didn't know he was the owner of New Orleans Pelicans. Hold on.
Yeah, he went over there. He went over to New Orleans.
No, I didn't know. I was like, huh?
Am I right or wrong? Just fact check me, chat. Because like I said, I never liked how he operated anyways. You know what I'm saying? Even when, LeBron was up to his BS over there in Cleveland, I still didn't like some of the stuff that was being done. I didn't like how, I think about when, they brought LeBron back over there when Kyrie was just starting to come. He was starting to kind of gel and everything, come into his own or
No,
whatever. Hmm?
no. Gail Benson owns the New Orleans Pelicans and the New Orleans Saints. She inherited when her husband Tom Benson passed away.
Huh?
Gail Benson owns the New Orleans Pelicans and the New Orleans Saints.
Right, right. But Dan Gilbert is in that front office though.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just look up Dan Gilbert, and I could be wrong though. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? maybe they move maybe they move some pieces around. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had to make sure that Jordan Poole, because I know Jordan Poole is there, right?
Yeah,
Right. So I'm just making sure. But either way, uh, this has nothing. The personnel. That doesn't have anything to do with Willie Green because you're not giving this man nothing to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like Zion, man, has. Let's just call it what it is, Cypress. Let's just call it what it is, Cypress and chat. Everybody up in here. Zion has been a disappointment, man. I know he's a dynamic player, but when you take all the dunks away, all the excitement, his ability to score, get to the rack, all that other stuff, you take all that away, you can't really say anything good about him. What good can you say about Zion? Oh, okay, what you're gonna say? He brings excitement. Well, yeah, that's great, but he got terrible work ethic. He can't stay healthy. He doesn't act like he cares about the game. You know what I'm saying? He acts lazy. He doesn't have good off the court habits. You never could say that about Jordan. The worst thing that you could say about Jordan, I'm just giving some stars out there, superstars. Jordan, uh, extremely good work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't he? He had a leadership style that was tough to deal with, but he made up for it because he was able to lead the pack. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, off the court, he did what he could to try to help other guys or whatever and motivate them. Now, was he an asshole according to a lot of people? Yeah, he was. Everybody got their flip sides. That just happened to be Jordan's flip side. Same thing with Kobe. Extremely hard work ethic, no nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Did what he could to motivate his teammates and stuff like that. The flip side, he had a couple of flaws, but they weren't like Zion. But see, the thing about it is, Cypress and Chat, they always gave the coach something to work with. Zion ain't giving nobody to work with. You know what I'm saying, Cypress?
Mhm. I get it. I get it, man. You just, I think they should think about getting rid of Zion. Man.
I mean, that's gonna be tough because he just signed. You know what I'm saying? He just signed an He just signed an extension. See, a lot of these guys that we want to get rid of, Cypress, believe it or not, man, they doing they doing what you said. They taking the Mike Brown route to a sense. They'll get their money, like Joel Embiid got his extension. Tough to trade, no clay, no no trade clause. LeBron, no trade clause. He took more money and everything, but at the same time they didn't give him no supermax. Zion Williamson got the money. Oh, I'm hurt again. But now are you on the contract or whatever? So it's tough to trade him, and you are in injury liability. You understand what I'm saying? These guys be trying to hustle and get over. Same thing with Paul George too. As much as I got love for Paul George, and you do too, but he got the money, he got the guap. Look where he's at. He's sitting down.
Mm.
They hustling.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't no wrong with that if you're on the streets. You
Hey
know what I'm
man,
saying?
if they letting you do it, do it.
You like look, Memphis. I'm gonna be real. I agree with hustling and getting your money. You know what I'm saying? Being like, okay, y'all want to run me to the ground, run me ragged, and then as soon as I'm no good, I'm damaged goods. You want to get rid of me? Okay, I'm gonna get my money. That I agree with. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that shit. If you're gonna run me to the ground, I'm gonna get my money. If you're not get if you're gonna treat me like a Mitch Richmond or you're gonna treat me like a Barry Sanders, you know what I'm saying, Memphis, or you gonna treat me like a Tony Gonzalez or something like that, running my ass, or JJ Watt. I'm thinking about some of these players that they ran to the ground. You understand what I'm saying? and then okay, you fail to put anything around me, but all we doing is putting asses in the seats. We ain't putting no banners in the sky. Hell no. Nah. Give me my money, nigga.
Right.
But to get back on Willie Green, man, it was wrong. I was excited for Willie Green when he took on this job. A lot of people they doubted him. Some people didn't even know who Willie Green was.
Yeah, Willie Green to play in the NBA. He played for the 76ers. He played for the played for the Hornets.
Man, you felt like you know Willie Green, the type of name he got, Memphis.
Yeah, Willie Green knocked down a few shots something every now and again, man.
Willie Willie Green, man, you felt like you might have kicked it with him, the other day. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh yeah, that's Willie over there. Uh, yeah, he was over there with Cypress and now. Yeah, we was over there talking, chopping it up.
Yeah.
You felt like you knew Willie. Understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, now here's the kicker, right? And here's the next question: Will he? You said he's going to be able to pick up a job somewhere. Where do you see is a good fit for him?
He can go to Brooklyn, turn that around, probably get them to the playoffs.
So
I
you
like
think?
him. I like him in Memphis, to be honest.
Oh, as a head coach?
Yeah, I think I think he got a better shot of what they got now.
What about Portland?
No, no, let Tiago Splitter take care of that. Man.
They at 500.
Let Tiago have that one. He know what he's doing over
Look at that. That's a that's a Spurs vibe. That's a Spurs bias.
there. You know it. Stay out of
Yeah,
Portland. Stay out of Portland, but anywhere else, I think he good for.
yeah. He gonna get picked up. Um, he gonna get picked up somewhere. Because his if you look at his coaching credentials, they've been pretty damn good. I think like the first season struggled a little bit. Then it was that second season. You know what I'm saying? Ended up making. I can't think right off the top of my head. You probably had the numbers in front of you. He had made the play in because first couple of seasons. You know what I'm saying? They had Brandon Ingram and stuff, and of course, see, we could talk about that situation too. Brandon Ingram. As good as Brandon Ingram was, sometimes it'd be a letdown because he would be hurt. And then him and Zion would be hurt at the same time. Man, I could see if it was a situation, Memphis, where you had Chauncey Billups, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Chauncey Billups had all his horses. You understand what I'm saying? They got their full squad. You know what I'm saying? Minus Dame or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Young core.
Mm-hmm.
But you just continue. You can't figure it out, and then you get they throw money at you. That wasn't Willie Green's situation. Willie Green actually had talent, like talent on the floor, or whatever. But I mean, talent on the roster, but they couldn't stay on the floor. That
Right.
man, to me, that's wrong, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we gonna be doing that, man, we got to go back to some of these coaches in time that's not our color, right? That consistently would not get it done. First one that comes to mind is Dan Tony. And I know Dan Tony, he had somewhat of some playoff success, but there was times when he didn't.
Yeah.
Billy Donovan. That like I like Billy Donovan. You know what I'm saying? I liked him at Florida and everything. A little bit at OKC and stuff, but he just now starting to turn the corner with Chicago.
Mhm. But they ain't gonna win nothing, man.
You said what's that?
They ain't gonna win nothing, so it don't matter.
Who the Chicago Bulls?
Yeah, they ain't gonna win.
Hmm. I don't know, man. They they playing with some. They playing with like some passion. Like they playing like they hungry actually.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna be Detroit. They ain't gonna be none of these good teams in the East, bro.
Oh, I see. I like how you said Detroit, man. I like how you said Detroit, man. He's starting to get Detroit his they flowers, y'all.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be Detroit, though, man.
You think Detroit gonna? Hey, you think Detroit can come out the East?
Yeah,
Cause like, don't get me wrong, man. I'm rooting for the Sixers, but I had always told you. Remember, Cypress? I was like, man, Detroit can get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Remember, I said that at the beginning of the year. Everybody thought I was crazy for saying that, and I was like, man, look at some of these teams that are in the East. Boston ain't got no shot. They without Jason Tatum. Orlando, that they're hit or miss. Uh, the Bucks still got to watch out for them. The Sixers, they're showing the inability. Stephen Green was cooking their ass yesterday. Shout out to Stephen Green, man. Stephen Green, where you at, bro? And you know, they inconsistent, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think, but I think they got a shot with a healthy Cunningham and a healthy Holland, and Durham and Cunningham.
Ivy too.
I don't know who that is. I know Kay
You know,
Cunningham. I know Jalen Durham, and I know Holland, who actually played. I don't know nothing about. I never seen him play.
Ivy was a second best. Uh, well, he was a second leading scorer, but to me, the second best player. This is just my opinion. Is Jalen Durham, man. Shout out to the ME, the Memphis. The Tigers over there. You know what I'm saying. Them ribs over there, Cypress. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that about the only good thing going on over at the real, the damn sure.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that Glorilla, that Glorilla chick over there, you know what I'm saying? The one I like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that, bro.
That MJG and Nate Ball, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Sipping on some scissor, that out that way, you know what I'm saying? From Memphis neck of the woods, that north, not north, north.
Yeah, no, man, straight like that. What do y'all have?
Yeah, man.
I
I know it's early. I know Cyber, a little hungover. Last night, he stayed getting it in. You know what I'm saying? He was up in there clowning me last night, man. I was like, damn, man, I was in a good mood, man. And Cypher just man came through stirring the pot. Oh yeah, well you know Detroit whooped y'all ass without Cade and without Jalen. I was like, damn man, I was trying to avoid that conversation.
I ain't gonna let you.
But you know what I like though? I like the way that the Spurs and the Warriors. You think that's gonna? Hey, let me ask y'all something. Let me ask you something too. Do you think that the Spurs and the Warriors salute to my brother Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more?
I
Make sure
love,
you go.
I love me some Bruce, man.
Yeah, make sure you go sub to Bruce, the homie over there, man. Gonna be talking about that Devin Haney fight that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be talking about Jake Paul over there, who's getting on my goddamn nerves right now. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be talking about Terrence Crawford, you know, coming up with the next two fights. You know what I'm saying? He is a historian of the game. Also, he gonna get with that boy Cypress TV, you know what I'm saying? Probably smoke a little bit, drink a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Bring them little hoes up in there, you know, and you know, get down a little bit. Nah, I'm just bullshitting, no. But make sure y'all go sub to Bruce Gas, Jazz, Boxing, and more. But like I was saying, Cypress, do you think that the Spurs and the Warriors is gonna brew into a rivalry?
I don't know. I don't know. Good, I don't know. I mean, he got a shot. He got a shot, man.
Because you seen it last night, man. Them dudes was going at it. Man, shoot, the Warriors only beat them by one.
Yeah, I mean, he got a shot, man. I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna say it ain't out the round for them to do it. They got a shot, man. I think it'll be a 7 game series between the two. I
I
would
would
love to
love to.
see. I
I
think, I,
would.
I think my Spurs will win it, but I think my Spurs will win.
I mean, this is and see the Warriors are always in the mix. Just when you listen, that's the thing about it though. Memphis chat, everybody up in here, right? Just when you think the Warriors are done, just when you think the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they done, you know. Draymond done, need to go sit down. Steph Curry, he done, need to go ahead, just retire, go chill out with Ayesha and maybe even the mama that Cypress like. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jimmy Butler, you know what I'm saying, need to retire, you know what I'm saying? He hurt. Need to go chill out, go dance and do country music with Rachel Nichols' big nose ass. You know what I'm saying? But then they turn the corner. Then they like, oh shit, they beating good teams. Oh, they competitive. Steph Curry putting up 46, then backdoor 30. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, damn, Warriors back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? You see, that's why I don't never go to sleep on the Warriors.
You don't go to sleep on the Warriors. No, I mean you
Ab-
can't go.
Nah, not at all.
You can't go to sleep on the Warriors, man.
Mm, nah. Now, don't get me wrong. I will say this though, and I know this probably gonna hurt your feelings. You know, being that he was a former Spur, I do think it's kind of time for them to move on from Steve Kerr. That's just my opinion.
I don't
But
care.
if
You can't coach.
it would be tough, man. You look, Steve Kerr did he bring value to the Warriors? Yeah, to a certain extent. But let's not forget who laid that foundation from the beginning.
Lamar Jackson, who don't a man who ain't gonna never gonna get no credit because he talked against a certain community and he's a pastor and he did something and that's why they blackballed him out the NBA. Come on, we gonna tell it, we gonna tell proof. The man had some affairs inside his church, talked against a certain community that people support, And the NBA said, no, we're gonna pull the plug on you. You'll never get another job in the NBA.
That's a fact. Speak on it.
Well, he was cheating on his wife, for one thing, which is a known fact. This thing with women in his church that he preaches in. And then you talk against a certain community that the NBA and the whole world fund and support. And they like, no, you doing wrong, and then you gonna talk against what we support and thank you for the coach in this league. No man, you go be a pal. So that's why you'll never see Mark Jackson coaching again. Maybe college, but pros, the NBA, never let him coach in the
I
NBA
think,
again.
yeah, you know what? I think he should. You know what? I think they should give him a shot in college. You know what I'm saying? So he'll, because like, look, it, the floodgates is open now. You know, you got Chauncey Billups up in there and getting caught up in the stuff that he getting. You don't hear nothing similar or nothing even close attached to the name of Mark Jackson when it comes to, okay, yeah, he stepped out of his marriage. I mean, damn, man, if we're going to go there, man, let's pull out all the skeletons of all these coaches and GMs and execs and stuff like that. These execs be having them little interns come in there, 24, 25, Cypress, thin ass waist, pretty ass face, long ass hair, bouncing booty bouncing, you know what I'm saying, and with the skirt, you know what I'm saying, coming in there with a whole bunch of files and being like, hey, do you need something done? You know what I'm saying? And close that door real quick. Come on, man. We know how the game go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we gonna talk about that, man. Man, shoot, let's talk about it. We ain't gonna get on the NBA players. We ain't gonna get on the NBA player, but they want to judge it, man. I know. Look, they got a little mad at me. But see, they don't want to talk about this type of stuff. Y'all just want to. Well, we're just gonna stick to sports. We're gonna stick to the fundamentals and stuff like that. No, nigga, because that's what we dealing with now. We going behind the scenes. We talk about these motherfuckers, that's dealing with these criminal organizations. You know what I'm saying? All this gambling and stuff like that, fixing games. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Come on, man. Sports betting. Come on, let's talk about this underworld, man. Y'all don't want to bring that to the table.
No, they ain't gonna talk about this.
We real and authentic over here. Like I said, we stir the pot, man. That's what we do. We real and authentic, man. We not just gonna talk about it. Look, man, listen, bro. This is LDBC. LDBC don't die. We fish fry. And we gonna fry you good. Well shit, we gonna fry you, fillet you, barbecue you, you know what I'm saying? Smoke you, you know what I'm saying? Filet mignon, whatever you want. Boil it, broil it, cook it, you know what I'm saying? Toast it, however you want it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how we gonna do it. But like I said, man, if you're just coming in here, make sure you hit that like button. Willie Green is gone from the New Orleans Pelicans, man. I want y'all to let me know how you feel about this situation. Let me know how you feel about the situation, man. You know, a lot of guys probably agree with this. Some people don't. I don't agree with it.
You
I
don't
think it's
agree. You don't agree with what?
with Willie Green being fired. Like I was saying. Or did you hear? Oh, I think you stepped away for a minute.
Well, it ain't about it. Agree. They made a business decision because they highly invested in Zion.
Whoa. You said business decision.
Yeah.
Hell, them motherfuckers shit. They just made the playoff last year.
Listen, bro.
Come
I
on,
get,
man.
I get what
A
you're saying.
business decision, a business decision, Cypress, hold on. A business decision is not letting the motherfucker up in there stealing money like Zion is doing. He's stealing money.
I
And
know,
you and I both know that.
I know. But this is
Go ahead.
the
My bad. I didn't cut you off.
this is the thing, bro. They made a business decision in the world. Okay, we highly invested in the time. We put all our eggs in one basket to give Zion this max money to be what we pay him to be. We all know that he ain't gonna be that at this point. So, but it's a business decision that they made, and they obviously gotta stick with it now. They gotta ride it out now, Polo.
You right. That's facts, man.
So they put their faith and their money into one basket, which is dangerous to do, but
Well, I look at it from a standpoint of like if man, Cypress, bro. Okay, you know business. That's the first thing that you said. You know business, right?
hmm
What's beneficial to that business? You understand what makes business sense? Okay, you said that this was a business decision. This did not make business sense. The second thing you said earlier when we was talking that made business sense, which is to come off of Zion. Look,
listen,
man, I'm
listen, bro. They can't come out playing. The contract too high, stay hurt, nobody ever want to take the contract. So what do? Since you're highly invested in him and you're gonna be stuck with the money anyway, you get rid of the code.
okay. Okay. I see where okay. I see where you're going with this. All right, let me stand back and take a look at what. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Now, if you saying it like, okay, look, Willie, we're gonna put you in a better situation, then okay, I can agree with that. They make a couple of calls. Hey, we got Willie Green here. You know what I'm saying? He might be good for your organization. He's done what he could. He's top notch, no nonsense or whatever, but we're not giving this guy anything to work with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Why not just go ahead and put it better out in the media instead of just like, okay, hey, just go ahead, resign. We'll get you in a better situation. We'll get you over there to your own team where we can give you something to work with, like some healthy players just need a little bit of tune up or something like that. But no, you put out there, we just firing him, making it seem as if this guy is the poster boy of the collapse of what's taking place with New Orleans, and we know that that's not the truth.
Right.
No, and I'm not going at you, side, but I'm saying to these, you know how the media is doing, like
Yeah.
like if we gonna go by that logic, like you said earlier, then that's a perfect example. Chauncey Billups should have been gone to like the second season. You gave Chauncey Billups 4 seasons.
Right.
That's what pisses me off. And look, I want all my niggas to shine. I want all my guys to have a job. You know what I'm saying? I want them TSA workers to get back to work and get that 10K. You know what I'm saying? I want Cypress to go up in there, you know what I'm saying, get an extra 2K on the back end that you owe me for the back pay for not showing up and everything and being furloughed and all that other stuff. But at the same time, nigga, if you ain't doing your job proper, if you coming up in here half stepping, if you're not benefiting our organization when I'm talking about Zion, man, yeah, it's time for your ass to go. And I think he gonna be the next step. Shoot, you see BI, they ain't waiting no time. Look at BI in a good situation now. You know what I'm saying? Over there in Canada, the weed is legal. You know what I'm saying? Got Glorilla, you know what I'm saying? You know, feeling good, Scotty Barnes, all that, you know what I'm saying? RJ Barrett, he
Mhm.
chilling. You know what I'm saying? Or Willie Green fired. What's his name? DeJounte Murray can't stay healthy. He got mama issues and all this other stuff over there crying on social media about his baby mama. Oh, you ain't going to the club. Like, why you bust that nut then? Anyway, and then you got a whole other situation. You know what I'm saying? In New Orleans, y'all dead last. Shit, that ain't Willie Green fault. That's a personnel problem.
Can they turn it around and make the play in?
Huh? Huh? Hold on. I sound like hey members. I sound like a playoffs play in. Shit, they can't even spell play in.
Can they turn it around and make the play in?
Hell no. No, they can't. This is over with. You might as well just go ahead and tank. You must shit. Y'all worse than Dallas right now. They talking about Dallas should tank shit. New Orleans should tank, man. Y'all need to go ahead and clean up, man. Go ahead. DeJounte Murray, it's been great and everything, man. We brought your ass over here to stay healthy, man. You worried about, man, you on social media crying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what tripped me. Cypress, what happened to the days when, you know, Cypress come, you know, we come up in our area, we go to the barber shop, pick the old heads' brains, you know, go get a haircut, you know, clown on each other a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Cyber be like, man, Polo, man, what's going on with your head? You know what I'm saying? And then we talk to each other, man, dog, I'm having some women problems. They're like, look, this is what you need to do. What happened to them days? Not getting on social media. Oh, why are you doing this to me?
Man, look, man, we didn't have social media coming up. For one thing. Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
I'm just,
that makes a difference, man.
yeah, it makes it different. See, the reason why I was so hesitant to compare Zion to LJ, who I met, who is my my coach's friend, coach I used to play for. That's like his best friend. They like brothers. Done seen LJ, know LJ. The reason why I was hesitant to compare that nigga Zion to LJ is because Zion don't have the same mentality. You remember LJ, Memphis.
Yeah.
You remember what that nigga did when he was in UNLV. You remember when that nigga came in with Charlotte, grandmama killing, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that stuff. And then what ended up happening? Injuries, right?
Mm-hmm.
But guess what LJ was able to do? He was able to transition his game. He became a, you know, that back then we didn't see it like that. So we was like, damn, what's going on with LJ, man? He out there shooting jumpers now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He on the ground now, but we know the LJ that used to come through the lane. You know what I'm saying? Winning slam dunk contests. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Explosive.
Mm-hmm.
But we had to, as we get older, we had to understand that, okay, at least he's still playing and he was still able to be effective. And he still played. He ain't make no excuses with the back problem, knee, all that other stuff that was going on. And that's why I'm hesitant even give Zion that LJ comparison because LJ had a different mentality. He was like, "Look, okay, I might not be able to sky over motherfuckers and dunk and all that other stuff, but I could still be effective. I could still, damn, I could still go out there and be effective with the jump shot." Shit.
Yeah, the level of disrespect for LJ. The level of disrespect, Polo.
He was on the verge of a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, man, but you don't compare uh, 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 Zion and LJ, man.
I know. I know. I'm guilty of it.
The level of disrespect for LJ, man.
Guilty as charged, man. Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
So Cypress thinks that they could turn this thing around.
No, I
Is
didn't
that
think that. I think, do you think they can make a run and go at least to the play-in?
man? No. That's gonna be a long shot, man. They're 2-10 right now in a competitive West. Hell, the Portland Trailblazers is gonna play your ass tough. You know what I'm saying? Like the West right now is loaded. You know what I'm saying? You got OKC, you got Denver, who really I've been at fault for not talking about this, but Denver and Memphis, you've had to fill me in on Denver. I'm like, damn, now I ain't even talking about them. Houston back in the mix. Lakers, who you talked about, Cypress, is up there. You know what I'm saying? San Antonio Spurs, the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? These guys are 8-6 and 8-4. Competitive teams better than what they record look like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Portland Trailblazers are nothing to be played with.
Mm-mm.
Minnesota, still a good team, you know what I'm saying? Who nobody's really talking about or whatever, but they still a good team. This is a competitive ass West, man. That's why like I want to see how some of these other Eastern Conference teams stack up against the West because the West are they like look at last night with the Warriors and Spurs. That's why I asked you if a rivalry was gonna brew.
I don't know. It should. So that man, the Warriors is up 2-0 in the series against my Spurs this season, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think they the Warriors have won both of those games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they won both of those games, but it hasn't been. These games have been close though. You know what I'm saying? Like these games these games have been close.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking for us to get at least the top three.
Sorry about that, y'all. These games have been real close, man.
I'm looking for us to get the top three though.
You said what?
I'm looking for us to get the least top three seed.
Hell, listen, man.
I know.
It's tricky. No, shoot. It sounds good, you know what I'm saying, but it's tricky because that's just what I was saying. Now Houston's starting to heat up. Memphis, I was talking down on Houston. I mean, shoot, Kevin Durant had 8 turnovers against them. You know what I'm saying, and against y'all, and the Spurs have pulled it out. But okay, they done got a chance to play. You know what I'm saying? These guys are got a little competitive now. They're getting their juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? Bodies warmed up now, somewhat. You know what I'm saying? The tables could turn. But right now, I hate to say this, man. I don't see nobody in the league fucking with OKC. I don't. I mean, my nigga K Dizzle said he can't stand SGA. You know what I'm saying? But he had to give him his props.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said he don't like all the herky jerkiness and him drawing fouls and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, that's just that's in a sense smart basketball. You know what I'm saying? He a scorer. He able to get to the line, able to sell the foul. He ain't doing it all the time. So sometimes he'll just if you leave that nigga open or whatever, they don't expect that nigga to hit the shot. He'll hit the shot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what you see is what you get. Then if you collapse on him, you get too tough with him, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he gonna get to the line. Then he got other teammates that's able to. They able to defend Memphis. They able to be scrappy. They able to run the floor. They got a deep ass bench. They could do what goddamn Detroit did to us last night. Win without their superstar, possibly. Can they win without Shea? That's another question. Can the Thunder win without Shea? Can they win with just Chet Holmgren and J Dub, for instance? Can they do that?
No, sir.
Explain to me why.
I mean, they nice, but no, no, they can't. They can't win without Shea. Not, not for the long term. They can't.
Old head up in this bitch. We got old head, the brother T Price up in here, Cypress, man. Salute to Old Head Podcast. Make sure you go sub to him. If you're talking about college, man, T Price, man, we got to get on college. One of Memphis's favorite subjects. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about the H-Town Cougars. I ain't going to mention Kansas getting whooped by that freshman at UNC Carolina Cypress team. We got to talk about the Duke Blue Devils of Cameron Boucher. We
Why?
got to talk about them boys, man. We got to talk about the NCAA, man. We got to talk about the girls, those crooks from USC.
No, we don't.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, we got to talk about them. Go sub to my boy, T Price, Old Head Podcast. It goes down over there. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, man, T Price said he coming back to the South. Memphis, he said he coming back on home. He said he's taking the midnight train to where? To Georgia. He said he coming back. He said he come on back home, Memphis. He coming back down to our neck of the woods, man.
God bless. Ain't nothing wrong with this. Shout out
Uh,
to the
he,
South. Shout out to the South, though.
he said he gonna go where I am Shield. You know what I mean? He said he gonna go to the ATL. He said he gonna go to Savannah and Douglas and Macon. You know what I'm saying? And Augusta. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? He gonna go to College Park.
Sound good.
Gonna go to Decatur. He hey T Price said he gonna go get him some baked macaroni with the ham in it. You know what I'm talking about? He gonna go get him a spaghetti bake with all that with 4 types of cheeses on there. Never mind. I guess I'm the only one that eats Southern food around here. We know Memphis. He don't take a liking to that. But yeah, nah, it's all good, man. Like, oh, glad you coming back, man. I've always liked Georgia. Shout out to Georgia. You know, whole Georgia, uh, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee. You always got to get them credit. Florida. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Memphis up in here frying, you know what I'm saying? He gonna go get him some good barbecue. Make sure you make sure you make that pit stop over here, T. Bright. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit Dallas. You know you got to go to H Town, fuck with Cypress over there. You know what I'm saying? Then make your way, you know, man. Maybe go over there to New Orleans for a little bit, get a couple of beads. Cypress gonna hit. He gonna be with T. Price hitting the classic and shit over there, Baton Rouge and shit. Nah, but you know, I like how everything is brewing right now, man. But with the Western Conference, how you feel about the Lakers, T. Price? How you feel about them Lakers, man? You said my lady goes in Louisiana, so ooh, you about to get that good cooking. Hey, share this video, man. Make sure you share the video. So you about to get that good cooking over there, man. She must be Creole. Hey, shout out to Louisiana though too. Yeah, he said Lakers ain't winning no chip. Well, they're not. They're not gonna win no chip, but they doing better without without your boy LeBron. You know, but they not winning against. You're right, man. I don't see nobody faring up against OKC. That's what I was just telling Cypress T. Price. I don't see nobody faring up against OKC. Like every time OKC plays another team, T. Price, it's like they're putting on a clinic. They're teaching these motherfuckers how to play. You said they're better without Jay Reed and then Make a Wish. Yeah, I mean, look, man, Bronny needs to go overseas. If you're not gonna go overseas, go ahead. Just stop playing the game of basketball. I know plenty of guys that literally on an island by themselves that will destroy Bronny and embarrass him. You know, LeBron needs to just go ahead, retire. The league is skyrocketing. I mean, hell, you saw last night, T. Price, the game against the Spurs and the Warriors. That game was epic. That game went down to the wire. That game right there had a lot of viewership. Said me that they keep. I was saying Denver, but I don't see it. J Dub hadn't even played this. Oh yes, and that's man. Glad you brought that up. Cypress brought that up too. I don't know if Cypress still there. He probably don't. Fell asleep. Probably went to go get a little liquor, something like that. You know, I don't know. You know, liquor store open. But Denver is not a threat. They're not a threat. OKC is too fast, too scrappy. And they have the championship pedigree too as well. And on top of that, they got continuity. They got something that Denver doesn't. Denver don't really have as much continuity and chemistry as the OKC. You got to think about it. Them guys done been in the trenches with one another. They came up with one another. You know what I'm saying? They done been down since 4 flats on a Cadillac and all that. You know what I'm talking about, T. Price? Like how we was over there at Lou's channel, you know, LDBC. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, they got that connection. They know where each other gonna be at. And on top of that, you got Aaron Gordon, you know, and what's his name? Jokic. Yeah, you got them, and then of course you got Boo Boo Brown back over there in the mix and everything. But you still got a whole bunch of new personnel over there that you got to get together, and they just don't. They don't fare up against OKC. OKC, listen, OKC, sad to say, they can pretty much match you on everything that you try to do. They can match. They can either match or exceed your intensity beyond reach. Okay, they can match or exceed your physicality beyond reach. They can they can exceed your pace beyond reach. If you want to play physical, they can play physical. You want to play on the outside, you know what I'm saying? Get perimeter game. Guess what? We got guys that can do that. You want to go ahead, get a little deep, bring in the bench, think that that's going to do something. Guess what? They deep as hell too. You want to get into a coaching game where you want to play chess, a little verbal jujitsu or something like that. Guess what? Dog not showing that he could coach circles around everybody that he coaches. You understand what I'm saying? You said all the defending champion changed the roster except OKC. They only lost one player, championship team. You know what I'm saying? Who is Hendo? What's up with it? Make sure you go sub to who is Hendo. I mean, well, man, are you going to stay and chop it up? You know what I'm saying? You going to say what's up? You know what I'm saying? You just said StreamYard at 1. God damn, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no hello. Look, I know Detroit won, okay? We know that. Don't come up in here cocky. Make sure y'all go sub to who is Hendo, man. I'm fucking with him. Detroit in the building. Yeah, he a little cocky right now. 9 in a row. Without Cade, without Jalen Duren, without Thompson. Come on, man. Don't do me like that, bro. You see how that nigga do me, man? You know what I'm saying? He over there smoking a good fat-ass sweet T. Price. Over there smoking a good-ass weed, man. Be like, look, man, ain't nobody touching us. You know what I'm saying? He coming up in here clowning. He wanted to rub it in, man. He wanted to rub it in, but I'm rooting for Detroit. I'm going to be real with you. J.B. Bickerstaff is coach of the year. J.B. Bickerstaff is coach of the year. Yeah, J.B. Bickerstaff is coach of the year. To be able to pull that, make sure y'all share and y'all like this video too. Share and like it, man. Get my stuff out there, man. Get T. Price stuff out there. Get who is Hendo stuff out there. Come on, man. It's the LDBC out here. We fish frying. You know what I'm saying? You said Maxi. Well, here's the thing. Maxi. First off, let me break this down to you, Hendo. This is the thing, Detroit. They're not running a lot of offensive sets for VJ Edgecombe. First, personally, they getting rid of Willie Green. Hell, Nick Nurse should be on the hot seat. This guy don't even understand rotations, and he got to get tougher with being like, look, Embiid, you fucking up the rotation. You fucking up the chemistry that we got right now. You know what I'm saying? One day you in, one day you out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss 2 days. You're going to miss 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Man, just go ahead and go. Go ahead and retire. Then on top of that, you one day you play Bona, then the next day you don't. When Barlow gets back, we got to be able to utilize those guys in the front court. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever Jalen Duren was in the game, his physical presence was killing those guys or whatever. Yeah, they don't run no offensive set. Cypress, we've been raving about VJ Edgecombe from the get. We know that this motherfucker can score. We know that this motherfucker can defend. We know that this motherfucker is explosive. T. Price, Hendo, everybody up in here. We know that he can. But Cypress, Nick Nurse ain't running no type of sets for VJ. He can, listen, VJ can break you down isolation-wise. You know what I'm saying, Detroit? He can first step you and go to the rack. He has shown that ability. He can run the break. He can defend. But Nick Nurse is not giving him. Look, we got Maxi. Maxi, represent Texas. He can do that. One of the best point guards. He's one of the best point guards in the league. Okay, I got him behind Cade. You know what I'm saying? Cade and I like Garland too, but Garland can't stay healthy. But you got to run it through VJ too. He's your two. You got to run it through him too. He's doing just as much hard work on the defensive end as he is on the offensive end. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Cypress? So I think Cypress might have stepped away, but that's what I'm saying, Hendo. You watched the game last night, and the fact that they did it without a bench, that's what's scary.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Now you can hear you. Hey, Cypress.
Yeah.
Your boy who is Hendo here. Hendo, Cypress was looking for you last time. We got Detroit in the building.
Yeah, Detroit can be in that. Now when they can they win the East? I don't know.
You said Maxie better than Hurt. He said Dennis Jenkins. Yeah, man, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm here. We got to get healthy. Well, Detroit, y'all. I'll put to you like this: y'all are weathering the storm. That exemplifies good coaching, Cypress. That exemplifies good coaching. Who is Hendo? T. Price, everybody up in here. To be able to win with G leaguers. You see what I'm saying? To win with you had Cade Cunningham. Okay, he took 45 shots. Sometimes you got to do that. Jordan done did that. Kobe done did that. Who was Hendo's boy? Kobe done took a lot of shots or whatever, got criticized for, oh, he doesn't pass the ball or everything like that. But shit, if that motherfucker playing both ends of the floor, he get you 10 assists. He's not getting any turnovers. He's getting rebounds, damn near triple-double. And on top of that, making his teammates better and facilitating with guys that are not on his level. Hell, shit, man, I'll take 45 shots all day. You know what I'm saying, Hendo and Cypress?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Kay Cunningham is at the top of the list when it comes to MVP. You agree? Along with Shea Gilchrist Alexander.
Uh, you say he what?
He is at the top of the list. I got him as number 2 for MVP right now.
Shay, you say Shay, right?
Shea and Cade.
Oh, I got Shay number 1.
Yeah, I got Shea number 1 and I got Cade number 2. And let me tell you why I got Cade as the number 2. Cade is doing this shorthanded. You know what I'm saying? Just much like SGA, he doing this shorthanded. He don't got J Dub.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, he don't got J Dub. But just as man, he doing it without J Dub. So they let you know, yeah, they're a good basketball team, but without him, nothing goes. I don't give a damn how much people like him. Nothing goes without him, fam.
That's a fact. And people forget that SGA is a point guard. Now he scores like a shooting guard or whatever, but you got to think he is listed as the PG. So that's why I said I had Maxi uh, behind Cade and SGA. Of course, number 1, he doesn't even need to be mentioned. Now, when Garland is healthy, I just like something about Garland, man. When he played, I think that he is Donovan Mitchell is the beneficiary, Hendo, T. Price, and of course Cypress of Darius Garland. You see, they can't win without Darius Garland.
No.
you said they say Jokic, Jokic is phenomenal, but we got to look at what SGA like. Look at their record. Look, they're head and shoulders above everybody. Hendo, that's like me and you playing Hendo, and we play 1-on-1 all the time. Cypress is looking at us all the time, and Hendo is beating my ass every single time we play. I only maybe score 1 or 2 points. He's ending the game at 12 every single time we play or whatever. It's like, my nigga, you're not even in reach of beating that nigga. That's like if Cypress is beating me in 2K and he beat me by 20 points by halftime and got to end the game. Like, dude, I don't even want to play you no more. It's like, come with something better within the first 5 minutes of the play, and then we'll see what you got. But if I'm blowing you out within 5 minutes in 2K or some shit like that, then, and that's what OKC is doing. SGA is sitting down at the third quarter, Cypress, Hendo. He's sitting down with 30 points. Got a 20-point lead. Damn near 30 points. They beating the Lakers 70-38. Let that sink in. You said Shea should have 2 MVPs going on third. Shea the best player in the world right now. That's a fact. That's a fact, old head. That's why I'm glad you're in here, T. Price. One of the few people that I could talk basketball with on this YouTube. Both ends of the floor. That's why everybody they get mad. Oh, well, why are you comparing Kobe to SGA? Or why are you comparing MJ to SGA and all this other stuff? You know why? Because of that reason right there. He played both ends of the floor. That's what Jordan did. Hell, Clyde Drexler did it too when we talk about shooting guards. I mean, what's his name is a point guard or whatever, but he's nevertheless, he's still a guard position that's able to play both ends. They only care about offense. Offense and analytics, yeah. But we got guys in here that's trying to change that, though, Hendo. Like the Warriors last night. Great game against the Spurs or whatever. I like the fact that Wemby standing up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, 7-4 on him. Draymond getting back in his face. I like the intensity. You know what I'm saying? He like, nigga, I don't give a fuck how tall you is. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like all this, the vitriol. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little rivalry brewing, but Wemby is changing that. Leading the league, 7-4 on him, 5 blocks on him a game. SGA playing both ends of the floor. Jalen Duren, good for a double-double every night. Can rim protect too. Bona, that play for 76ers, rim protect. That's all he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? You got what's his name? In Atlanta. You said Draymond not bad. Steph 49. Yeah, man. But that's okay. Even Jonathan Kuminga, who I don't think gets enough credit for his defense. I don't think Jonathan Kuminga gets enough for his defense. I think Vassell is a good defender. I think Castle is a good defender. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you back, man. I think who else am I? I like Derrick Brooks. I think Derrick Brooks is a good defender. I think Amen Thompson is a good defender.
For the Rocket and the Pistons.
Yeah.
I agree.
You said I like Jalen Johnson. Yeah. Shout out to Hendo too. Yeah, he did talk about Jalen Johnson, the emergence of him. Hey, let me ask y'all something though. Chief Price, hope you're still in here too, man. Hendo probably already is probably gonna say yes when I ask this question. But Cypress, y'all think it's time for them Atlanta to go ahead and move on from Trey Young?
It depends on what they're gonna get in return. It depends on what in return.
Hendo said yeah, then T Price said hell yeah. Explain to me why though.
I mean, do they got anybody that's gonna replace him for the long term? Do they got anybody going? Well, they got anybody going for the long? Do they got anybody for the long term just for him? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jalen Johnson been balling for them lately. Yeah, I agree, but is he the long term, man?
You said if they don't get a PG back, yeah, that's you said Jalen Johnson is a friend. Yeah, he does more. And what's his name? Trey Young has shown that. I mean, over the course of the year, he's gotten better, but he's shown the inability to not cut down on the turnovers. What'd you say, Matt?
Hey,
Don't make a mess. All right, close that refrigerator.
hey, yeah,
You know, he's shown the inability to not cut down on the turnovers. Like he came in with a buzz. They ended up going, far somewhat. Uh, his second or third season, and then after that, they just, I don't know, man. It's just been downhill from there, man.
yeah.
He got. You said draft next year gonna be trade him and get rid of Quinn Snyder. Quinn Snyder, I always felt was somewhat overrated. I think he just need to stick to college. Me personally.
Oh, he was a college coach before.
Yeah, he was with Mizzou.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. You don't do
yeah,
that.
yeah. He was with Missouri. Yeah, he used to coach in Missouri. I mean, he was somewhat successful, or whatever. And then he went to Utah. You say he can't lead a team to the playoffs. No, he can't. And you got to, and even if you're not a number one, you got to exhibit some sort of characteristics in your game that's going to be like, okay, like for instance, right? T. Price and who was Hendo. I like Dyson Daniels. As a defender, that's another defender that I forgot. Dyson Daniels, he's a good complementary piece. You know what I'm saying? And then whenever somebody is gone, he could hold it down. Let's just call it what it is. He does the stuff that Trey Young don't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad enough, man. You remember Cypress, T. Price, who was Hendo? I don't know. Well, I don't think who was Hendo old enough to remember, but I mean, he know basketball. Man, Atlanta used to be competitive. Remember?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Then they
well, he
find they find Lord Pierce and drank their team ever since. Lord Pierce had them going to the playoffs.
he said him and Nick Nurse. Yeah, I'm gonna get to
What
Nick Nurse.
Nate McMillan coaching the whole team at one point?
Yep, yep, he was. He was the coach when they remember when they went to damn near like the Eastern Conference. They almost they was almost headed to the finals or whatever that season,
Yeah.
but they went ahead and Nate McMillan. It's sad, man, that Nate McMillan don't get the credit that he deserves, man. I like Nate McMillan, bro. I think we could use a guy like Nate McMillan, man. Come on over here, man. But Nate McMillan, he over there with the Lakers. He over there with old head in there.
Yeah.
But I think we could, like Dyson Daniels, man, put that boy put him in a winning situation. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, build around him. Go ahead, get rid of Trey Young. Like he's shown the inability to carry a team.
Oh, but yeah.
Oh yeah, how about yourself?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good. Taking it easy, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, man. I like Dyson Daniels though. Don't
Yeah,
think
I like him.
don't think he's gonna be the reason they get over the hump, but I like him.
I mean, he a good complimentary player. You said no black coaches get the credit in the NBA anymore. Hey, that's what Cypress was just talking about with Mike Jackson. Go ahead, cook on that, son.
Hey, nah.
Damn good, man.
Oh,
Hi. Go, sweet
Might
girl.
might want to put that on mute. Though. Like, yeah, but yeah, like I said, man, overhead is you're spitting facts right now when you mention that. Uh, we're not getting no type of credit, but that's where we come in. T Price. That's where the LDBC comes in. We're gonna give BJ Bickerstaff his credit. We're not gonna stand Cypress for a guy in Willie Green getting relieved of his duties when we know that he wasn't the genesis of everything that spilled over there in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give, a Mike Brown, his credit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give these coaches, and I'm talking about guys that are doing the right thing. Now, if you're doing the wrong thing, I mean, you're gonna get cooked, such as Chauncey Billups. If you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, I mean, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? You got to go ahead and go. Like Cypress just barbecued Chauncey Billups, and I don't blame him for it. You understand? So but I'm glad you brought that up though, T. Price, man. I think it's a shame, man, how we become the poster boy. Like, see, he shouldn't have been fired, and they shouldn't have even put it out there like that. Like he was oh yeah, fired or something like that. They could have let it. They could have ended the terms a lot better though, T. Price. You know what I'm saying? And Memphis, who was Hendo. They should have ended it a lot better. Oh well, yeah, we had to terminate him and stuff like that. No, dog, he been there. He was been there four seasons, 12 games into the fifth season. You should have just been like, okay, let's put him in a good situation. Let him resign. Let him walk away in a better way. But just to put him as the poster boy or the poster child for him being the causes of the New Orleans Pelicans decline this year, we all know that wasn't the case. It falls on several factors, and one of them is Zion. And I'm kind of tired of. Listen, I know. Shout out to Too Raw for TV. because I know that he talks about how nobody giving the smoke to some of these people, right? They don't give the smoke to Zion at all. It's only like one or two people in the media that give the smoke to Zion. Other than that, man, they excuse the fact of a lot of bullshit that Zion do. But they'll talk about, oh, he coming in, with his weight, looking all trim and stuff like that or whatever. But then you hurt again. I mean, at least with Luca, he comes back. You feel me?
I feel you. But I hope he get a good. I hope he get put in a good situation where he can be a good assistant.
I think if I'm Willie Green, I'm going to a contender might pick his ass up. I don't want to go to a struggling Washington Wizards. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like you said,
cause he ain't that good of a coach really to build. And there's no disrespect to him, but the truth, he's not a good enough coach like that to come build up a Washington Wizards to make them not even a contender like a playoff team. I
I,
mean,
dis-
it's just cool.
I disagree with you on that, Memphis. Listen, the Pelicans weren't even they weren't nobody talk about no Pelicans till he came. I mean, the last time they talked about the Pelicans was when they had AD.
Just know about what 10 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't think he could build up a Brooklyn? Cheyenne, what's up in it, man? Salute to you, brother.
Do I think he could build up a Brooklyn?
Yeah, because you had mentioned Brooklyn. You threw Brooklyn out there.
Hey man, only God can build up Brooklyn. That's it, point. God,
Man.
God, not the only one that can build up the Brooklyn. Like, yeah, they play hard, man, but they have
uh,
no lead. They have no leader.
mhm.
Nobody says we're gonna put the ball in his hand and let him go. Like Michael Porter Jr. ain't no leader. I mean, he can get you 15 to 20 a game. They have no legit leader. Say, hey man, put the team on my back. Put the ball in my hand. I'm gonna carry it where we need to go. They don't have that. They play hard, but they don't have it, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Leadership matters, man. Leadership is very important, man. I mean, that's one of the things that's slept on when we talk about these teams that's going and winning. Like to me, I don't think Shea gets enough credit for the leader that he is. You know what I'm saying? He might do it a little bit different. Everybody got their different styles of leadership. Everybody got they different styles of leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like Curry, he got his way of leading. You know what I'm saying? Now that Cheyenne and a couple Warriors fans that came up in here like who was Hendo or whatever. You know what I'm
Um,
saying? Like uh,
Shout out to who with him, bro. Shout out to all y'all.
yeah, man. Yeah, who is Hendo done pulled up. Make sure y'all go sub to who is Hendo, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go sub to Old Head Podcast, and of course this brother right here on the panel. Uh, Cyber TV. You said Sam Cassell can't get a coaching job. Yeah, listen, man. Sam Cassell. That's what I was gonna ask you, man. I'm glad, man. Price, man. He be pulling it out from everywhere, man. Pause. Okay. T Price, man. You save that for later, all right? You say that for later, but I'm talking about these tricks that you pulling out, man. I ain't talking about doing melt. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Anyway, but man, he pulling out all these tricks, man. About these topics and shit, man. Sam Cassell, Cypress, speak on it, man.
I I think I mean, I think he deserved a coaching job. I mean, hell, Chauncey Billups got a coaching job. There's a crowd. What's his name that was with the Houston Rockets at first? They were crying out like he just got a coaching job with the Rockets. His name Steven Silas. Paul Silas, probably one of the worst coaches on the whole planet. But rest in peace to the great Paul
Yeah,
Silas,
yeah.
though. But like, if these cats can get coached out, and Sam Cassell is a proven winner, champion, damn good assistant coach. I think he deserves a coaching job.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good point, Chief Wright. He said, "Look how long Bill Cartwright and Patrick Ewing was assistant coaches and never became head coaches." Now, listen, before Cypress cooks on that. Now, remember, old head, Patrick Ewing almost had several jobs. He almost had a job. Um, I don't know what went on in Georgetown, but he almost had a job with the Orlando Magic.
Well, he got fired at Georgetown. That's what happened. He got fired at Georgetown.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
got fired. He got fired at Georgetown.
Mhm.
That's. But I think he was in the running for the Orlando job. I think.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because then Thompson, his son, John Thompson, had ended up taking over, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That now that Orlando job, I think Penny should have took that job.
And then Rasheed Wallace was in the mix of coaching too. They don't talk about that. Of course, we know about Juwan Howard. Now, I know you don't like him. You know what I'm saying? But Penny
Who?
Hardaway, Juwan Howard, and Rasheed Wallace. I was getting ready to talk about Penny, but yeah, I know how you feel about Penny and his
No,
coaching.
I, like. Listen, bro. I think Jawan Howard got a bad deal at Michigan. Let me get that out of the way. But I think Penny's coaching style only fits the NBA, in my opinion. I feel like Penny should have took that Orlando job. I mean, yeah, you can get high recruits at Memphis,
I agree
but
with that.
you can't do a damn thing with it. I mean, what's the use of going to go get top five talent and you want the NIT every time you or you passing out the first round of the NCAA every year?
Hey, yeah, that's a good point, man. Hey, T. Pratt, man, what coach? Man, I keep thinking about some of them teams that just
Damn,
stayed in the NIT, man.
damn Bill Cartwright still alive? Shit. Damn, I forgot Cartwright was still alive, man. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Hell,
Man. I looked at Stacey King the other day, man. I was like, damn, that's Stacey King. He look way different, man.
hell, Bill Cartwright was like 60 when I was like 12. Man. He's still alive. And this nigga had gray hair then. He was like
Yeah,
he was like man 60. I was like 12 years old back then playing for the
yeah, I
Bulls.
know.
And then
Yeah,
he
him
went on, and I think he was gonna be an assistant somewhere like New Jersey somewhere.
yeah, him and James Edwards, man. I thought them niggas were yeah, him and Robert Perez and all them. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
shout out to the Chief Robert Parrish, man. One of the self great. He just went around stealing money and championships and
saying? Yeah,
everything.
man.
Shout
And
out to the Chief.
beating on women. Okay, hey, that 2K ain't coming before Christmas, but anyway, talking about the 2K tariff checks. Everybody rubbing their hands together, man. They look at their accounts. They checking their accounts daily, man. They get that 2K.
It ain't coming, y'all.
Hey, T Price said, man, give me my 2K right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So I can go get lit. You know what I'm saying? They don't put a THC ban on all the weed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think I don't. I think the Democrats gonna try to shoot that 2K down only because Trump wants to give it to the people, and he only wants because they leaking out the Epstein files and all the rest of this mess.
Yeah, and then and check this out too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna revisit this shit again in January. You know what I'm saying? He gonna shut it down again. So he gonna be like, hey, here's 10K. Here's 10K for the workers. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go through this shit again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you better save that, put that away, put about 8,000 away. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I almost feel bad for the people that didn't want to work for free.
Oh hell yeah.
That ain't
No,
getting the 10K. That got to be a crushing blow.
man,
The
it is a question
motherfucker.
below. Look, Memphis, back end, back pay, back end. I need my back end. My nigga get killed for back end.
Yeah, they getting a 10K. Hey, man. Shout out to the people that want to work for free, man. You're getting a 10K back in, man. Yeah,
Shit,
look out for your boy on Cypress TV and straight to the point over here. Man, we ain't turning down nothing but our motherfucking collar because we
man.
therefore ain't turning down no blessing. We getting to it.
Man, cash up, straight to the point. Dollar sign, straight to the point 77. You know what I'm saying? Old head, contribute to him. LDBC all day. He probably know who he is. Cypress TV. Man, go contribute to them, man. Dog, man, they think what we do is easy, man. You know, man, they think what Ticket TV do is easy. They think what Two Raw do is easy. They think what Brandon Love Sport do is easy. They think what some of these niggas do is easy. LBT, you know what I'm saying? All these guys, you know what I'm saying? Showtime, all of them. That ain't easy. Pull up podcast, man. Come on, man. Show a little love. Share the video. Spread the word like the brother 78 say, the general. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying though, but yeah, man, it's a terrible time. We're gonna revisit this shit again, those type of and listen, I'm glad T Price is making his way down to the South, man, because listen, shout out to the Northwest. Okay. I had no problem with the Northwest. It rained a lot out of that bitch. But man, you better off coming on down to the South. You know what I'm saying? Look, Cypress, he came even further down south. He said, man, there ain't no turning back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cypress, man, come on down here. Land is cheap. You know what I'm saying? Get you a building. You know what I'm saying? Turn it into what you want to over there, man. They're gonna
Right,
charge you all.
you ain't gotta pay all them high state and federal taxes. They rob you, you blind, they still gotta pay rent. Come on to the South when ain't no state taxes there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I've been trying to get T Price down here for a while. I was trying to get the brother Cypress down here. You know what I'm saying? I prefer like I got Cypress, we got Cypress to get down here, to Texas. I prefer T Price to come on down here to Texas, but you know what I'm saying, he choosing Georgia. He want to go with them Georgia peaches. So but yeah, man, I just look at this situation, man, as a you know a dog chasing his tail, so to speak. They can't get it. Neither one of these guys can get it together. I'm talking about the deal in the White House and stuff, and all this shit is over healthcare premium. That's all it's over.
No, it ain't. It's deeper than that.
The
They
basis of this shit,
well, yeah, they well,
the basis
yeah,
of
they
it
don't want
is the healthcare
they
premium.
they
But
they,
no, no, no.
they,
Speak on it though. Speak on it.
they don't want to give health care to they don't want to give health care to the Mexicans.
Yeah.
They don't want to give nothing to the Mexicans. That's why they shut down. But every time you turn around, y'all want to roll y'all eyes at the blacks. We ain't y'all enemies, man.
Right, but you calling these guys in there. Okay, you wanna run the ice and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you don't want to treat them proper and everything, but they don't want doing your construction like
No,
at one time when the black people was. They don't want doing your farming like at one time when
right.
we were. They don't
Highway.
want doing your buildings. They don't want now Cypress. Let's just keep it 100. You go to Popeyes, you go to McDonald's, you go to Burger King, you go to Jack and the Crack. You know what I'm saying? You even going to Williams Chicken in one of them little hole in the wall chicken shack. Who working in there?
The essay.
But we too good, Cypress. We too good, T Price. Oh no, I ain't gonna get greasy, dirty, and all that other stuff. Back in the day, man, we did whatever it took.
But we living in Gen X. We with the millennials. We got the Gen X now. We think they too good to really goddamn thing.
Because most of these girls now they wanna,
Gen Z, I mean Gen Z.
yeah, they they figure, okay, I'm gonna just go on OnlyFans and just clap my ass and make a few dollars and stuff like that. Well, shit, man. Once you become a Jill for a meal for a gift or something like that, you know what I mean? And that ass ain't gonna be looking the same. You know what I'm saying? So you you better find you a skill or a trade. You know, you better start moving up right now and doing something or become ownership or something like that. That's like, okay, for instance, all right, now I'm gonna go down this road. I know some people gonna get offended, gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, yeah, look, man, we ruffle feathers around this bitch. Listen, Cherokee Diaz, right? Porn star. Okay, she was smart. You know what I'm saying? She was smart at what she did. You know what I'm saying? She took what she did, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, she capitalized on it. And now she has her own brand, her own business, stuff like that. But if you, I'm just giving an example, you know what I'm saying? Because we live in a society, man, where sex sells, man, and that's the reality of it. So I'm saying if you're gonna take that route, for instance, you want to be lazy, do something else, capitalize on that bitch. Just like what the homies are doing now, just like what T Price is doing, just like with Cyber TV, they capitalizing on that bitch. But if you ain't got no ownership in nothing, which is what Ice Cube preached, it's no point in what you're doing. You're just gonna continue to be a slave.
Hold it down here at the bottom. Sweet brown sugar. What's up, baby?
Brown Sugar in the building. She back up in here.
Shout out to sweet brown sugar. What's up?
Brown Sugar, bang. Nah, but and like Brown Sugar, we talking about entrepreneurship. We talking about being your own boss. She does that. You know what I'm saying? She could give a class and teach a lot of young female entrepreneurs that's aspiring to be entrepreneurs to do something.
You
You
said how much
said,
you going for?
uh-oh.
Brown sugar.
Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. But no, it's just. Well, she trying to get it. Look, can you wait for Cypress Saturday night for that shit? Come on now, we trying to, Cypress Saturday night, man. He gonna pull a whole bunch of shit out of there. You know what I'm saying? He said Cypress said I just want to talk sports, knowing damn well he want to talk about what Brown Sugar talking about. Anyway, nah, don't be my bad. No, no. What you mean my bad, girl? Look, damn well Cypress.
Hey,
She
we,
had
hey,
she
we,
had like
we, we, we ain't the church. We good up here. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
She had like Cyber TV a PG-13 ass nigga. Hell no.
You don't have to apologize for being grown. We understand, baby. Yeah, you grown. You don't have to apologize for being a grown woman. We get it.
He said be grown. But but really seriously though, you know what I'm saying? Like
Y'all looking now. What we gonna look at you different for? Yeah, no.
nah.
Yeah, no.
No. Because women are nasty by. Listen, hold on. The majority of women are nasty by nature, and so are men. We nasty by nature. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fact. How you think we got here? Shit, they been nasty since the 1600s, the 1700s, 1800s, 900. They was getting it in on ships. You know what I'm saying? They were getting it in everywhere. Come on, man. Like he said, do y'all think I could get a husband and Sally Cat? I mean, that's a question for right.
Do you think I could get a husband? Hell yeah, you can get a rich one. Hold on, is this brown? Is you trolling or is this brown sugar, man? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can get a good husband selling cat all the way out. I know quite a few women that got a husband selling cat, and they doing pretty good.
It's her. Ain't no faking. Ain't no faking and shaking. It's her.
She
You
said,
know, because we like to have real conversations. I mean, but like I mean, Cypress. Nah, speak on that though, because Cypress. That's his avenue. Speak on that though.
"Hey, I mean, mostly all the women
No pain in here. No pain. Look, he been a little depressed. LeBron, ain't been around. You know what I'm saying? He came
mostly all the women that got the husband with the money and they was able to walk away from that nigga with the bag. Most of them was selling pussy. The Kardashian is a star with Kardashian. Everybody had some ass to sell. That's why they walked away with bags of money and TV show. Hey, it happened. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, it's a fact. I mean, and what you do in your household, that's your choice. I mean, look at Finesse 2 Times. Look what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Look what Hugh Hefner was doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Like let's just get real. Yeah, no
Hugh
pain. You've been
Hefner,
gone.
Hugh Hefner was straight up pimping.
Yeah, I mean, and then if we're gonna talk about from an organizational standpoint and stuff like that, I mean, it goes in within organizations. Man, listen, Cypress, you already know. No pain, no high rock. Brown Sugar done seen this, and of course, old head know what I'm talking about. Man, they want to come up in here suits and ties and dresses, you know what I'm saying, smelling good, all that other stuff, have meetings and shit like that. What you think these executives are doing to somebody? You know what I'm saying? What do you think they doing? What do you think that some of the women's side jobs is? Okay, she gonna come, she gonna let the hair down. That teacher, you know what I'm saying, that's going viral for having her ass out and stuff like that. What you think she doing on the side, possibly? Well, see, y'all want to have no conversations like this. Y'all share this video and get them likes up, please. He said, "Get it how you live, no pain." You know what I'm saying? He be behind the girl. No pain, no pain. R.I.P. to Carl Weathers, aka Apollo Creed. But that's the truth, though, man. But I like how Brown Sugar had brought that up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, hey, look, we got to ruffle feathers around here. How we gonna grow if we don't talk about it? How we gonna know if you don't grow?
You don't.
You know, I mean, we gotta talk. Nah, for real though, no pain, no pain, no high rock. You know what I'm saying? Cypress know how I rock. These my brother, especially T Price. He know how I rock, and Brown Sugar know how I rock. That's why we want you to feel comfortable when you come over here. You ain't gotta be on no damn eggshells. Shit. But
Ain't no wrong with selling cat. It's just a problem if you get caught. But everything else is all good.
and even if you get caught, shit, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no guarantee that something bad gonna happen to you there. 'Cause some of these, higher ups, you know, they be like, oh wait a minute. So you sell cat? You said, I mean, I gave up for free. I was heartbroken. Oh man, yeah. Whew.
Oh my God.
I'm about to start singing Five Heartbreak. No matter how hard it gets. What you know about that no pain? The five heartbeats. Nah, man, but look, brown sugar, she gonna do her fair share of trolling. The Celtics ain't doing that good right now, so well, we love you too. You know what I'm saying? Look at her, man. She done made me proud, Cypress. Boy, about to cry right now. Oh man, I'm having a nigga moment. He said, "I feel like, I feel like going on." That's that Eddie Kane. That's what LeBron is right now. Cypress Eddie Kane. That used to be me. That's what LeBron is right now. See, see that nigga Cypress. Man. You see, man, they over there breaking in the cars over there. You know, they're over there, Fifth Ward. Nah, but it been good chopping it up with y'all. We was up in here, man. We've been here, shit, damn near 2 hours. First off, man, let me say this, man. I want y'all to go sub to the homie, uh, Old Head Podcast. It goes down over there, aka my boy T Price or whatever. Go sub to his channel. Go pull up. Also, go sub to the brother who is Hendo, uh, Detroit's finest up in there. And then also make sure you go sub to this homie right here, the one and only Cypress TV. Cypress TV Saturday night going down tonight or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes down over there, man. Anything, all conversation, no holds barred over there. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, like, share, subscribe, hit them notifications too. Be sure you're sharing this content too. I know some of y'all don't want to get out, but hey, we still gonna keep rolling regardless. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but Polo, you ain't got that many subs. You ain't got that. Well, we gonna get there, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? When two or three are gathered, we're gonna make it. So, on that note, LDBC all day, basketball, boxing. Salute to y'all. I'm out.
Uh,